Welcome to this week's episode of Azentuary. We left off in Zaranus, Zaratan Zanus, the model of him at least. The party camping out in the former statue of the deity, if you will. Anyway, you're in the cave system.
Like an ancient one, but whatever. The patron. The patron.
He's my patron, okay?
But he's not really a deity now, is he? I don't know.
Well, he kind of is. He's kind of the god of earth elementals.
No, he's more just ancient. He's old and wise and evil behind all recognition.
Yeah, but what's a deity to anything anyway? It's just the really old thing that enough people worship.
I guess you're right.
I should become a
All right.
deity one day. That sounds like fun.
You'd have to do something worthy of actually being worshipped first.
Don't challenge him.
Poplar just goes, worthy of being worshipped.
Hey, if me being mean brings out the best in people, I mean, win-win, I guess.
Yes, best in people. That's a very good way to look at it.
Well, for other people who like to be good, I guess they get to be good, and I get to be mean to people, so...
Yeah, but
We're
that's
both
just your tough love nature. We all know that. You're such a little goody two-shoes. Aren't you just sweet?
First of all, I have no shoes. Second of all, no, I hate you.
Aww.
Anyway, did you guys want to get up and start moving?
Yep.
Yeah. Me guess so.
We
You're
don't
right.
need to
I don't know,
completely
I mean,
rehash
as
this
far as
continuing
stone
to-
butts go, this place is pretty comfortable.
Well, of course.
Roomy.
It's scary.
All right. We decided to leave this, lead the way out because, yeah, the debate's getting old for me. So me squeeze out of butt and head back the way we came. Not the way we
Okay.
came, but head back to where we met up with, what's that thing?
Yeah, which you can see its body laying down there.
Food?
I mean, you could try to eat parts of it. It's, got quite the exoskeleton.
I take out my shiny rock and I try to pack away something edible off of it for later.
Okay. Roll nature, I guess.
Or strength.
Oh, you're right. I know survival. Let's do survival. Since it's a collection of food for later.
Yes, a 6.
I don't think that's particularly successful. I think you pound away and you get maybe just some keratin bits off, which are really not edible.
After looking at my failed attempt for a second, I pause and look at Poplart and just go, "Dear, that's what I would have done to you. Just absolutely pack away you." Anyways, on we go.
I'm very confused by
Awesome.
this statement, but okay.
Yeah, it didn't make much sense to me neither. All right, onward.
Alright.
We go.
As you continue on, you start to hear the chinks of metal against rock. Almost rhythmic, like there are many going at once. And I guess I'm trying to think if any of you have particularly good smell versus anyone else. But those that what?
No.
Better. I was gonna say those that do though start to notice a bit of a stench.
Mm.
There's cooking. Wonderful.
Not cooking stench. more like kind of a putrid, rotting stench.
Is
Yep,
this
been
what
around
Teen
for-
Spirit smells like?
In certain rooms, yes.
I thought that smelled like a mosquito. Or
Me,
was it a libido?
me hear that Teen Spirit smells like Axe body spray.
Ah.
I'm
So,
doing it in my body.
is that like the blood or the viscera? I mean, you use an axe, you chop down, it sprays your body. It must be like blood and guts, right? That doesn't sound like a very
Yep.
nice thing.
Gruesome.
Ah, yes.
Me not know. Me just know that was name of perfume that teenagers supposedly dump on themselves.
Is this like an orcish custom, or is it something that's more common with other people in this plane?
No, me here it's human custom.
Humans are weird.
I like the idea of the orcs saying it's a human custom so they can get the rebellious teenage orcs to buy a product to put on themselves, thinking that orc women like the smell of fresh blood, like sprayed from an axe.
Maybe.
Blood can smell really nice. I don't know. You don't have to be picky. It's better fresh than rotting.
Anyway, so we think this not smell good, so we move forward cautiously, plugging our noses.
As you do, you hold your nose and you hear the sound, getting louder as you approach, and as you make your way around a bend, you see a group of kind of scaly, reptilian-looking, hominids swinging axes, chiseling away, taking out chunks of stone in. They're not particularly square, but square-ish sections, and loading them onto a cart, which appears to be manned by a very large, very ugly-looking, I guess, trollish-looking creature, but it's more like, it's like an ogre, big, large, 2 arms, 2 legs, nasty-looking teeth. Obviously a beast of burden.
Beast of burden that look like a man.
So probably won't understand common.
Do we recognize these small reptilian creatures?
I don't remember if you've come across them in the past.
Well, maybe me roll a history check. Would that be about right?
Sure. History or nature? I mean, you're an orc. You probably have seen things in the world.
All right, me try nature. Well, wait a minute. Let me
Okay.
look at my
Don't
thing.
have to be about the same. Based.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Me try history. History only -1. Nature -3.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if history. Do I remember?
Me roll 12.
Let's. We'll say that's good enough. These are a pretty common thing as an orc. You're like, I think those are troglodytes.
All right.
So do not understand common. Thanks. I can call them ugly all I want. Good. I was worried I'd have to hold my tongue or be clobbered. But now I don't have to can it. So what do we want to do about the uglies over there?
Me not know.
Yeah, there's the one thing, Barry. You do not recognize the big thing that's like at the cart.
Is big thing like harnessed to cart?
No, it looks like it just picks up the 2 sides with its giant hands and walks with the cart.
Alright.
So it's a pretty big thing. This seems like a sneak mission.
You figure if your average troglodyte is about a 5-foot tall human, then the creature that picks up the cart is not quite twice that. Let's call it like a good 8 feet tall.
I guess during this then, since it seems kind of like sneakiness is necessary, Upler starts sneaking over and just to see if he can get a look at what's in the cart.
Well, you can see already what's in the cart from coming around. It's the stone that's being mined by the troglodytes.
Oh.
Hmm.
Special stone?
Oh, did we follow or?
Me not sure. Me has kind of lost sight of what our mission was supposed to be down here.
And we kind of want pieces of stone.
I think it's just like a regular block of like building, like a masonry type block. It's not like a precious stone or anything.
Then why do they want it?
Probably because they're building houses with it or something. I don't know.
Just pay for someone to build a house.
And they're probably getting paid to mine the stone so someone else can build the houses.
Understand how poor people work. Anyways,
All right. Me, does there seem to be any kind of a leader?
As you're looking around, everyone seems to be pretty well evenly working. Like, there doesn't appear to be a supervisor, if that's what you're looking for.
Okay. So me beckons to party, and me thinks we should move kind of back into a tunnel.
where else are we supposed to go?
Well, that's just it. Me thinks we should lure one of them into the tunnel away from everyone else. We don't have to fight everybody, and ask him fastest way to get back up to surface.
You mean like lure a troglodyte or the big one?
Me thinks troglodyte.
I'm pretty sure they don't speak common.
Do you think Big Thing speaks giant? We speak giant. But Big Thing might be kind of hard to... subdue. Unless you know sleep spell.
Sorry. Well,
Or
you know one thing.
or maybe Foxglove can lure Big Thing into tunnel with beautiful music.
Ari, don't you have any, like, magical things that we might be able to use? I remember you picking some stuff up before.
Like what?
Oh. I thought you were the
You have-
magical guy with magical god powers.
Me get me power from Freya, but it's mostly healing and stuff.
Well, what'd you pick up in that sack of yours?
Me not know what you're talking about.
Didn't you pick something up just, like, before we went to bed?
Yes, he did.
Me forgot already.
Well, it does match your hint.
Whoa,
All right,
how did
me,
that get there?
Yeah, me. Well, yeah. Okay, me bring out sack and me open it.
Let's see, what did you pick up? You had... Oh, you had a watch-looking thing, a pearl, and a rod with a button on it.
And a coin too, right?
My notes shows Foxglove has the coin.
Oh, Foxglove has the coin, and Grimmel has the piggy bank.
Yes.
Yeah,
But you don't know about the piggy bank.
right. Yeah, but Poplar, me not know what any of this stuff does.
Well, you're like I said, you're the magic guy. You should try and figure it out. I don't know. Maybe it can help us.
You have one spell that might work, but
What spell is that?
Enthrall would essentially make all of them focus on me, and they would have disadvantage on wisdom saving throws to look at you guys. But they'd all be focused on me, and it doesn't necessarily mean they'll become any less hostile. But it would still be able to work as a distraction.
Well, we just want to talk to one. Just want directions. Maybe if we can lure one into tunnel, then you can cast enthrall on it instead of everybody. Because me thinks that could go very badly.
I mean, you never know.
I think we could control situation much better if we just went 4-on-1 as opposed to 4-on-20.
But there's not that many. Here, let me roll. There's 8 of them.
Alright, well, there's only 8.
You want the big guy or the troglodyte?
Me not sure. Okay, well...
person, if this is really what you think is the right thing to do.
Do you want to stay down here rest of your life, or do you want to eventually make it back up to surface world?
Saying that this is a bit extreme.
What is? I just want to talk to somebody.
Yeah,
and
without
you
fighting
can
8
just-
troglodytes and a giant 8-foot tall monster.
Oh my god. I can cast Charm Person.
Do it. Get the big guy over here.
18 to cast.
You're casting it at the big one?
Sure.
That is totally successful against him. He is very dumb.
Aren't we all?
He's in good company then.
During this
Uh,
whole process, Poplar's going to go ahead and try to find a place to hide because he doesn't really have much faith in the execution of this plan.
Okay. So
Sound-
you cast the spell and he's standing there and he, I guess, suddenly just kind of turns his head like, huh?
Foxglove, you want to beckon him into tunnel, so maybe
Sure.
we can
I
talk.
still think this idea is stupid. But I'll beckon him.
He's like, okay. I go over here now. And just starts walking. The troglodytes don't seem to notice. They don't break in what they're doing. They just keep mining away and loading the cart up.
Convenient.
Yeah. All right. Does he make it to the tunnel?
Yeah, he walks over and kind of comes around and sees you guys and is like, huh?
All right. Me try to talk to him in common first. Hey,
Okay.
big guy, do you know fast way up to surface world?
Oh. No fast. Well, up that way, and he points behind you. But then he turns around and he goes, out that way.
What do you mean by out that way?
Go out, leave?
So, if we leave the out direction, does that eventually go up to the surface world?
Yeah. Out surface.
All right. Which way? Just keep going the way we are facing?
Yeah. Go past dwarf. Big castle. Then out.
Okay.
Dwarf castle.
Which direction is the dwarf castle?
No. Go that way. And he points past where, like, almost where his cart is pointed. You can see there's like a chamber he goes down.
Okay.
And he's like, go past dwarf, then castle.
Okay. All right. Will troglodytes leave us alone if we step into chamber there?
I just move cart.
He
Okay.
doesn't.
Well, how about you protect us from troglodytes as we try to go past dwarf?
Okay. Me move cart now. So he turns and lumbers back over. The cart is getting quite full anyway. So he bends down, picks it up, and starts walking down the tunnel.
Okay, I
Yeah.
guess.
Go ahead.
Do either of you know any kind of an obscuring spell?
No.
Okay. Well,
That's for the weak.
I guess we try to follow him.
Well, as you kind of poke your head out and start to look, you notice that the troglodytes turn and start to follow him as well.
Oh, okay. We wait and we discreetly follow the last troglodyte in line.
Perfect. All right. You guys follow along, and you just kind of are, slow marching through kind of a windy cave until you get to a point that kind of opens up to a larger space. There's a dwarf sitting on kind of a high chair, and as the ogre passes under, he looks down, takes some notes, and points, and the ogre kind of changes his direction and goes over where you can see there's a bunch of other similar rocks. And then as your head pans across this area, you see there many of the bricks are being worked and squared and then picked up by another crew on the opposite side of the cavern that are taking them down through another chamber.
Another crew of what? Of troglodytes?
Yep.
Okay. What does the dwarf look like?
He looks... let's see. Let's say he's got a decent-sized beard, but his eyes look dead, like zombie. Just kind of like the lights are on, but nobody's home, even though he is obviously performing duties somehow.
Yes.
All right.
Sus. Hello? Is my mic not working?
No,
Oh.
I just heard that. That was it. Nothing before that.
Does the dwarf notice us?
Let's see. He starts to count the workers, the troglodytes, as they're walking under, following the cart, and then gets to you guys, and counts you up, and then cocks his head and looks directly at you. And he says, "Too many."
Is that a problem?
He flips a page in his book. 8 went out. 12 came back. Too many. Does not add up. There's a problem here.
So you're an accountant, I see.
He starts looking around. Then he sees there's another dwarf down hewing the stone, and he yells at him in Dwarfish. Does anyone speak Dwarfish?
Speak Dwarvish.
Okay, so then you understand him. He yells, "Hey, get over here. We got too many miners." And this other one comes over. Again, the same, like he's performing his task. He's covered in dust, head to toe, but just dead-eyed, like he's 1,000-yard stare the whole time.
Be dwarf.
And what does he do when he gets over there?
Oh, well, I didn't know if you guys don't do anything. He looks at you and says, "Too many. You 4. Come square stone." And then he turns and walks back over to where the kind of rough mined stone is being hewn down into a square, nice-looking brick.
Grimmel, tell second dwarf that we need to go castle for our job.
Okay. And why can't you tell them that?
I don't speak dwarfish.
They only spoke in dwarfish to each other. They were speaking common before that.
Big boss says our job is in castle. We need to go castle.
He stops for a minute and turns and then points down at the group that's loading the nice stone, the finished stone, up onto the other wagon.
Okay, me follow them.
Sure. I wanted to try something.
Go ahead.
Okay. Can I try to impersonate dwarf number 1 and say an insult in dwarvish to dwarf number 2?
I guess. How do you plan on doing this?
I can try impersonating someone. My voice is easy to manipulate, as we can see. Obviously. So,
Okay.
I just want to try to, and I heard the first dwarf speaking in dwarvish. I kind of want to see if I can just say back to him, "Your mother had the shortest beard in all the lands," in dwarvish, as
Sure.
impersonated as best as possible.
Sure, go for it. Roll intimidation, I would say.
Oh, I'll say it on intimidation. Yeah, 24.
24. You say that to him, and you notice him take a few more steps, turn, and he starts to scream something, like his eyes clear up for a moment, and he starts to scream something back in dwarfish before he grays over. His eyes turn dead again, and then he turns back around and goes back to what he was doing.
If we keep these guys in perpetual bad motion, they might be able to overtake the spell. Oh well. And I just walk away.
Yeah.
Wait. Are there any, paintings?
No, we're in the
No.
middle.
Well, you never know. Wait, what if... Is there anything... Okay, wait a sec. I want to take my shiny rock and etch into the rock wall, a very realistic painting, but have it slightly askew. And because it's etched into the wall, they can never fix it.
Obsidian is really not that hard of a rock. I don't know how.
Like shiny rock is not obsidian; it's just shiny rock. Gifted by Zeratev himself, it'll endure.
I'll tell you what. Make a performance roll first.
Okay. 15.
You go to start doing it, and it's not coming out as nice as you would expect.
Ah. Darn it. Maybe enough. They'd just be perpetually angry about this painting.
They don't really care, Grimmel. Come, we follow second crew taking stone to castle.
I'll see you guys trying to help. You're supposed to be the good guys. Shouldn't you be wanting to break these guys from their spell? They seem kind of slave to me.
Pretty sure
Yeah,
Pop Life
me
has
too.
maintained like himself hidden this entire time because he doesn't really have faith in this. Like after he got counted, he's just like, nope.
Okay. Me thinks the surest way to break spell is probably at castle.
It could work. You never know. Does anyone happen to have a painting on them? Just in your back pocket. You know, your travel painting. Do you poor folk not have that?
Is that
You
normal for
have-
people in this realm? I kind of feel bad that I didn't really get that in the memo when I got the Lonely Planer's Guide to the physical plane.
Well, you folk don't apparently. I left mine at home when I ran away because I didn't think it was necessary. But sometimes the rich people today do have back pocket portraits.
But why?
It doesn't.
Me not think
This is show. Why do rich people do anything?
me not think so, but me think that might be fine idea. Me should get painted or portrait painted of meself that me can hand out to prospective clients later on.
See, you understand
Ah.
this food use.
Clever.
But you'd have to pay a lot to get a bunch of like back pocket portrait stuff.
Maybe-
So,
Maybe me could even get like calendar made where me is in different poses on every month.
calendar.
It's like something that people use to keep track of year.
Why do you need to keep track of the year? I mean, the year is what we're in right now.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
the day matters. Just it's not yesterday. And it's not tomorrow yet.
Yeah.
Me just thinking of way to make money. All right. Let us follow crew to castle. And for future reference, instead of using shiny rock, maybe you could use burnt stick. Charcoal.
Charcoal. Why would I have charcoal?
I'm just
This is
saying,
charcoal.
if you want to draw on wall, burnt stick would work.
Wait, so people carry around burned sticks with themselves too? Yeah, I am so out of the times with this.
Only to poke you with poplar.
Aw. That's a symbol of love? I definitely need to get a burnt stick now.
Me not think it's symbol of love.
Oh?
Me think it's more like something to keep you quiet when you start to get too annoying.
I don't really understand this whole annoying thing. Especially since, you're you keep saying you're for the goddess of love, so it must be love. Oh, you're playing a trick on me, aren't you? Haha, you're so
Don't make-
funny, Barry.
Yeah, poplar. Me playing. Come on, let's follow crew before we lose them.
All right. Well, you follow the crew as they take this load of stone down through into a cavern that opens up to a kind of a long causeway. It drops off to the left and to the right, and they're pulling this cart across to several kind of, I mean, not large, maybe 6 foot tall, but very unpleasant looking creatures. They look almost like large humans, but they just wear pretty much a loincloth. Their skin is gray, their ears are pointed, kind of the classic male pattern baldness, but with long hair coming off the horseshoe. They don't look like they would be particularly kind, but you notice that as the carts are taken up, that they start unloading the blocks and placing them to build a wall.
Group of golems? What is this?
They're definitely flesh.
Okay. They're building a wall.
We think they look like hill giants.
But they're only like 6 feet tall.
Oh, hill dwarfs.
I think those guys are like 4 feet tall.
Hill.
It's the middle ground.
The brands?
Maybe they're Shetland giants.
Miniature giants.
Yeah.
I've never heard this breed before. Interesting. They must have just this isolated population here.
Make a straight check and recognize them from your past.
You know I never paid attention during tutoring.
Mm.
But sure. I'll do a history check. Yeah, that's a 7.
Yeah, nope. I got nothing. Sorry.
Do you these things?
Yeah. Do we lose Foxglove?
No.
30-20.
Ooh. Yes, you do. You're like, yeah, they're kind of like our boogeymen where I'm from. We call them Grimlocks.
Oh. Okay. Are they dangerous?
They can be. They're kind of neutral evil.
Okay. And how many of them are there?
Oh, there are a total of 3 of them unloading carts. Each one has its own cart that as the ogres come up, they grab and start unloading stone from.
Okay. Is there a castle behind them?
Well, yes. So there's the wall, and then at the where the kind of causeway comes up, there's an arch, and you can see, yes, there is the castle on the other side.
Okay. Me'll hail one of them from a distance and say, "Hey, is this way up to Surface World?"
You get no response. They just continue unloading the cart.
Oh, okay. Try to walk on past them and go up causeway.
They don't seem to particularly care, though. As soon as you are you talking? You're just walking up the causeway. Or are you walking like through the archway?
Well, yeah, through the archway into the castle. I'm assuming.
Okay, so you go through the archway into the courtyard, right before the castle. You come find yourself face to face with kind of a grinning halfway between a bear and a human, and it just stands in front of you, completely blocking your progress forward.
And I try to convince it to join my army of evil.
I mean, you can always try.
Persuasion?
Sure.
Alright. You there, you seem like a fine fellow. Wouldn't you like to join me so that one day when we rule supreme, you will be part of my army? Maybe even my right-hand demon, whatever you are. Then we'll rule the world together. It'll be great. Oh, that's a nat 20 plus 8.
Holy crap. Well, that's an impressive speech considering it doesn't even speak the same language as you. But something about your mannerisms and the way you move and spin your voice, you get it to soften and kind of agree with you as it moves over out of the way.
Ah, it
and
thinks you're cute.
It allows you to move towards the door.
You see, Bruce, people do want to join my evil army.
Who's Bruce?
My
Oh, your
my
toad.
toad.
That's right.
Dare you?
Me slept since then.
Great. All right. I walk over to the thing as I'm assuming the others just walk on by. I'm like, all right, if you'll just sign here on this document, we can make sure you're added to the register of the Legion of the Evil. You know, you just sign here.
It touches everywhere you point to, but it doesn't understand what you're asking it.
Perfect. All right, see you in like a year or so. I'll check back on you. All right, toodles. And I walk through the door.
Me follow.
All right. Well, you push the door open to walk through, and you find yourself staring face to face with what kind of like a squid in an overcoat, and it looks very shocked. Like, what are you doing here?
Let's see here. Me say, we just trying to find way back up to surface world.
It shakes its head, and it can't really believe what's going on. It takes a kind of a step back. And how did you shouldn't have been able, my gods, my creatures. This is ridiculous.
You obviously don't pay the guy outside enough. He very easily switched loyalties.
Me here, we're thinking about joining a union.
I need to read this thing real quick. Wisdom saving throw. Alright, it is completely horrified by what's going on, and you see it draw up some magical energy into its hand as it's backing away, and it throws the magic, this sphere of light, directly at Barry.
Dodge, duck and roll.
Could me not have reaction as me see him gathering up magical energy?
You can see him You can see him draw it up. Why? What do you want to do as a reaction? I'll give you a moment to do something.
Me throw a spear at him real quick to try and disrupt spell. Nope.
I'll give you a high-low roll on this. I'll tell you what. Here, I'm gonna roll a d20, beat an 11.
Yes. Not in the crack. 1 second. Nope. Me roll 9.
Okay, he just barely gets it in, but you have the opportunity. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Let's see. Oh, okay, cool. A +3 on wisdom for some weird reason. You need to keep getting caught. Stop getting caught in the crack. Second time in a row. All right, there we go. Me roll 15.
15. Oh man, that saves. Holy crap. Yeah, alright. So you didn't pick it up in time, but you kind of save, and he's horrified. He screams, and as he does, you hear movement coming from behind you from outside. I don't know, just in case anyone wanted to turn or look or anything, but figure that out for.
Is there anywhere to hide around here?
Yes, you could hide like behind the door, up an arch or something.
Alright, I'm gonna go try and hide behind an archway. Or above an archway. I'm not really sure if there's room above the archway.
Let's say there is. You go in and they've constructed that enough, at least.
Alright. Do I roll for my
We're
stealth?
actually.
Sure, go ahead and roll.
Alright, that's a 21.
Yeah, you're good.
We're actually inside the building, right?
Yeah, you guys are inside the building.
I'm assuming I'm in front. Does somebody not Poplart want to see if maybe they can close and bar the door?
Me now, I mean.
You can do it, team!
Actually, I'm I'm not an idiot. Well, I mean, I am an idiot, but I was gonna say I show the contract to the dude and be like, actually, he signed himself over to me, but he'd probably destroy it, so I'm not that dumb.
Are you sure? Seems like something that someone in our capabilities would do.
Why do you want to bar the door? The guy works for me.
All right. Since no one else is going to do anything constructive, me throw a spear at whatever this squid thing is.
All right, you chuck it. Go for it.
Me roll for attack. That is dirty 20.
Jeez, well, yeah, that's gonna hit.
Nice. Me roll 14, but +6. So, all right, 1d6. Let's see here. Me roll 1 for damage, +4, so that's 5 piercing damage.
All right.
Me nick him apparently.
Yeah, it just kind of is enough to be annoying. All right, hold on. I'm gonna put you up on the top. I need everyone else. Let's just roll initiative, make this easier on me, so I can track everything.
Considering the fact that the average human has like 6 hit points, I'm pretty sure that 6 damage as a throw would be pretty impressive under normal human situations.
16.
Uplark got, with the plus, 24.
Still waiting on Gremmel.
No, I said 19.
Oh, 19. See, I
I didn't hear it
didn't
even.
hear you. Yeah.
I'll just talk louder then.
There you go.
Yes, the one problem Grimmel has
All
is
right.
always being way too quiet and not trying to share his vision of the world.
No, I've never had this problem before.
All right, so let's see. Barry did that. Poplar, you went up and hid. Let's see. If we're gonna go in order, Gremmel, you didn't do anything. So okay. So the outside one creature, the one that Grimmel had convinced to join the forces of evil, is kind of confused as what's going on. it looks like it's got a splitting headache, like it's being demanded to do one thing while you convinced it to do another. And as it's doing that, one of those big creatures from outside comes in through the gate carrying some kind of a big stick, and it walks by, seeing that creature not moving or acting, and it just whacks it over the head quite hard. And
How dare you!
it hits him. It hits him, and then you see two more of those large gray-skinned guys come in from outside, following behind him. Let's see. Oh, that wasn't that. I'll make sure I record all of what's going on now. I kind of had this partially prepped, but then I didn't think it was gonna get started like this. All right, so those guys come running in, and then the guy that Barry threw the spear at, he moves straight back into this large, open, rounded courtyard, and there's just kind of a ripple in the air. And I need, let's see, Poplar, is he out of the way? Not far enough. All right, I need everyone to make an intelligence saving throw.
Ah, yes,
Oh,
our
no.
strengths. No.
Grimble got 15.
Poplar got 2.
Me got 12.
Okay. Let's see if Foxglove makes it on the save or not.
The Foxglove also got a 12.
Ah. All right. Well, Grimmel, congratulations. You're the only one to save.
Wow!
And as such, I need to roll some damage. Here it is. You guys. Oh, man. So everyone who did not save takes 12 psychic damage. And you are currently in the stunned state.
Oh, no. Do I take half?
Let me see. I think you just don't take any damage.
Ooh. I'm absolutely winning.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about taking half, so yeah, I think you're good. All right. Let's see. What does the stunned state mean? I don't recall.
I think it means we can't do anything until the next turn.
Can't move, speak. Yes, you're technically incapacitated. So, Grimmel, what do you do?
Which was the one that hit my newly found soldier?
The front one, big gray guy who's now has got his mouth agape and coming at you.
Coming at me?
Oh, he's coming towards the building.
Okay, how far away?
Oh, not particularly far. Let's call it... Oh, let's say he's about 20 feet out.
Whoa. I walk about, 10 feet and then cast Arms of Hadar.
Okay.
Because maybe it'll hit other ones if they're, close behind him. I don't know.
They are... Well, it's relatively close. It's close enough that you'll be able to hit some of them.
Cool. Let's see. Actually, I need. Oh, I have it written. Haha. Please cast. It's only a 13
Well, not bad.
to cast.
Oh, to cast. Sorry, I thought it was to hit for some reason. I don't think that matters in this situation.
What's the spell attack bonus? Or whatever it is.
The power of Hadar.
Well, no,
Yeah, but you're not.
I guess it's to hit. I rolled 7.
Well, okay, so if it was to hit, hold on, let me jump over here. Those guys. Oh, then that hits, so you're good.
It's fine then. Let's see.
Yeah, they have a very low armor class.
So, plus 2d6, and it's normally 2d6. Alright. One moment. Ah, man, I rolled really low for damage. Crap. I even had 46 on that. I only got, 8. Everyone takes 8 necrotic.
Okay.
That's so disappointing. It was 46.
Well,
Alright.
still, they all get whipped, and you hear them.
This is for you! I kind of like point and rally up my fallen, I guess, friend, soldier, ally. Yeah.
Well, who also technically does get hit by that, because I don't think it differentiates.
How close was it? I thought they moved and that thing was just staying there.
Well, yeah, he was confused and got whacked, but he also has a lot more hit points than they do, so he kind of just takes it and is fine, whereas the others were quite severely injured.
Alright. Well, I still am like, that's to avenge you, I guess. Even though it has a bit less meaning now.
I guess he shrugs.
Alright. I thought maybe it would rally him to fight for our side, but you never know. Anyways,
He
alright.
misinterprets you pointing at
Well,
him to say, that's for you, and to think that you were attacking him or challenging him.
No. Anyways, that's my turn.
Alright, well, let's see.
Actually, as a bonus action, I'm gonna use my Zaratan Blessing thing to become rock solid.
Okay, nice. Well, let's see. He gets whacked by that arm after getting hit, swings around, and thwacks the lead creature that had hit him, sending him flying and killing him almost instantly, thanks to the damage you had already dealt.
Soldier.
And then he comes running inside, and let's see, slams. I'll do this really quick. He comes running inside, actually hits you, and sends you flying. You run into Barry and knock him out of his stunned state. You knock him over. He like tips over and you knock him back to consciousness. And so Barry, you're fine. You're just on the ground.
Oh. What happened?
I got rocked.
And then those other two guys cleared the distance and they get up into the area here. Let's see. She got rocked. She's over there. Da, 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 da. So one of them is going to hit Foxglove, because that's what they do. Where is their thing? 5. That is a... Oh yeah, they get advantage on that. Well, let's just say that hits with the 22.
Yep.
But they don't do much actually on their swings. It is. Oh, actually, they do 6 bludgeoning damage. That one does. And the next one. Twice. That's 21 to hit.
Yep.
4. And that's 5 bludgeoning damage. And then that first guy that Barry had thrown at. Let's see, he gets an opportunity to try a recharge roll. That fails. You see him continue to move back, and almost like he needs to, he's moving away from you guys and the people that are coming in. And what does he do? Let's say he levitates. You see him go up high, out of reach of just ground walking. And that brings us back to, let's see, Poplard is still stunned, so Barry.
All right. Do I have to take a full action just to get up?
No, it's half your movement to get up.
Okay. Half my movement to get up. And then how far away is the closest Grimlock?
Well, let's see. They were pretty close, and I came in and hit Foxglove, so probably not far. Probably only about 15 feet.
Okay, that'll work. All right. Me get up and attack Grimlock that attacked Foxglove with sword.
Right. Cool.
Dirty 20.
Nice. Well, that's a clean hit.
Yeah. And it's 12 slashing damage.
Yeah, you completely cleaved him in half.
Yeah, nice. All right, me get second attack. So me turning to next Grimlock and swinging at him.
All right.
And that is 23 to hit.
Yeah, yes, that hits.
Does 8 slashing damage.
It also, you just cut right through him. It's like a weapons test on Forged in Fire.
Ugh, nice. Me happy.
Nice. All right, you cut through both of those, and then it is Grimmel. You're stoned, and you are on the ground ish. Well, you're pretty close to the ground anyway, but you had bowled into Barry.
All the other ones are dead except for the guy on the throne, right?
Well, there's the guy that's up floating, yeah, and then there's your kind of buddy, but something doesn't look quite right with him.
But I have hope for him. He signed the contract after all. So, in a way, I'm kind of responsible for him. I'm just gonna yell at my teammates to try to not kill him, and then I'll turn to the floating guy and Eldritch Blast.
All right, go for it.
Yeah, it's a 22 to hit. Or
Wow.
whatever. And then we're gonna use an invocation to add charisma onto the damage. 6.
Okay.
2 plus 16.
Nice. So as the Eldritch Blast fires from your beak, you see that it hits, and it's like it kind of knocks him back as he takes some of the damage, but some of it also seems to be absorbed and do nothing to him.
All right, who's next?
Let's see, Foxglove, you got yourself knocked back to the unstunned world.
Apparently, you taken damage unstunned you, so now you are free to do what you will.
Alrighty. Well, I don't really have any ranged attacks to hit a floating target, so
You could heal. You can cure wounds, can't you?
I can't.
You can use the turn to cure wounds on yourself if you want to.
Or sing us a serenade to help inspire us to battle.
Oh yeah, I think I do have bardic inspiration now.
Come on!
Yeah, hang on. Let me look at something real quick.
Is Poplar still stunned? It's been over a turn, or it's been a turn.
In a couple turns.
Yeah, but nothing ever has happened to
yeah,
him.
he's just kind of
Like he's
stuck above a archway right now.
yeah. There's no specification for how long it lasts. So everyone else has been like kind of knocked back into consciousness one way or another.
Got it.
Alrighty, I have bardic inspiration, that's about it. Basically, bardic inspiration is I can pick someone to inspire, and then they get a... Hang on. And that they can add a d6 to any attack roll, ability check, whatever, etc. For the next 10 minutes. It's just a bonus action.
Maybe if you use bardic inspiration on Poplar, it will wake him up. Or maybe you could just throw a rock at him. Of course, he's kind of hidden, so I don't know if you can see him.
Well, who here has ranged attacks to hit that thing?
Grimmel has the best.
Okay, then I'll give bardic inspiration to Grimmel. So,
It's the goat this time. 23.
Oh yeah, very inspiring.
bardic inspiration. There you go. You get a d6 for everything.
Like damage?
10.
It's to like an extra d6 to do something, like to hit or to pass a save or something like that.
Okay, got it. Perfect. I can use that whenever, right? Just once.
For,
Yep.
No, for everything. For the next 10 minutes.
Oh, for the next 10 minutes? Wow! Look at me go.
Very cool.
Alright.
Actually, it's a d8.
Even better.
Let's see. I'm gonna see where this guy's at. So I would like Grimmel to roll me a 1d100 and tell me what you get.
Oh no. I don't like the sounds of that. Sounds like you're gonna give me a random something or other.
No, this is for your buddy, the one that you're responsible for.
12.
12. Okay. Alright, so you see him grab his head and start swaying back and forth and then fall over back into the wall, and he has stopped moving. He is completely paralyzed.
You know what? Maybe that's better for him right now.
Okay,
Until he
fair
gets
enough.
it. Maybe being unconscious is preferred.
That's just not exactly what I expected.
Well, anyways, whose turn is it?
Well, it's my floaty creature's turn. I'm just having a moment because I'm like, holy crap! I'm trying to think of what he can do. I mean, he's stuck up there. I don't want him just to totally retreat, but he might end up just doing that. Just because he's out of
Henchman.
any other options. Well, no, I could call more henchmen in, but I'm trying to think. He's not the type to just go and attack, but I suppose he could. Oh, I know what he'll do. He is going to, because he can see Poplard up there doing his thing.
Doing his thing.
Being
Laying
stunned,
down.
that is. All right. So
He does do that a lot.
he is going to cast something at you, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. 5.
Yeah, you fail that. And his turn ends with a command to you to start flying to him. Or fly as far as you can towards him. And then if you have any ranged attack, to use it at one of your companions.
Okay. Is there any range attack I have to use in particular?
Let's see. He just said one of your companions. Let's roll a d6. And I got a 6, so whatever the third down the line is, would be very criminal. Foxglove is the one you're shooting at.
Okay, well, at least it wasn't a critical. That's a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Holy crap.
Yeah. He's a really good archer. Oh my goodness. That's 15 damage.
She's out for the count.
She just takes a hit and goes down. All right.
Was that so you know?
Wait, let me double check
Fair.
that. Make sure it's not 15. Double check. Might try it again. Damn it. Oh no, sorry. It's 13 damage.
Okay, so I'm hitting on 2 HP.
All right. You're just very injured. Barry, you just saw this arrow come flying past you and hit Foxglove.
Yeah, give me a
Let's see. He's back
Okay.
there.
Me going to cast Cure Wounds on Foxglove. So make sure I don't roll a nat 1. And I do.
You just had to say it.
It's because you jinxed it by saying it. That's what happened.
I know. So anyway, I guess that is my turn.
I
Unless I
want
can
to.
cast a spell and then attack because I get 2 attacks per round. But I guess if I don't know what's the.
So normally it's you get 2 attacks if you're just meleeing. If you're casting a spell, you just cast a spell.
Okay. All right. So there's
Yeah.
my turn.
The only exception to that is if you're like
Cantrip.
Yes, that's it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can attack and swing, and yeah, you can cantrip and swing a weapon. All right, you nat one that. I wish, God, I gotta be able to do something with that nat one. You're like, I'm gonna cure you, and you like lay on a hands and you take like 1 hit point away or something.
Well, I mean, I don't think that can be.
You accidentally like
I know. I just was
rip
trying
the
to
hole
think
a
of
little
some...
more open.
Yeah.
I don't know, because it's not like it's a sorcerer spell or wizard or something like that. I mean, this is, coming from a god, so I would say maybe there's just interference and it just fizzles. But I can't imagine it would actually do damage.
Or you went to cure wounds and you like it was something where you had to touch and you jammed your finger.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, I can take a hit point of damage for
All
that.
No, I'm not gonna.
I
I don't.
better
Want,
yeah.
I don't want you to take a hit point of damage. I was just wanting to make something funny happen.
All of Foxglove's food is now pickled. He tried to cast Cure Wounds. Instead, he got Cure Foods.
There we go. I like it. Oh man. All right. No, I was trying to come up with something funny. All right. So let's see. Grimmel.
So Art is a commission. This guy's super high up still.
Like, I don't know. He's floating up a good maybe 20 feet or so.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's like. First. It's like I've one spell written down on a different sheet. I now must find. There you are. It's only 10 feet. A lot of my spells aren't very ranged. I only have Eldritch Blast, and I feel like it's unoriginal to just spam that, but... Also, does anyone know how invocations work? Because I tried to find it in the handbook, and it's very vague. Like, I don't know if I can use them all the time, or only once in a blue moon, or whatever. It doesn't explain them.
Let's see, what do we got? Eldritch Invocations. It's like a bonus. So what are you doing? You're talking about like the Agonizing Blast invocation?
Yeah.
It just is the add-on. That's it. You just add your charisma modifier.
Always? Just whenever?
Always. Yeah, it's just there.
It's nice. Alright. Well. I can't reach anything else with anything else, so... Eldritch Blast again! 2.0 Reprise. The sequel. Return of Eldritch Blast.
The Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Oh, nice.
So that's double damage.
Yeah.
We'll roll it again. Maybe you can get critical.
Should I roll again?
If you want, go for it.
Only 7.
Yeah.
Alright. Put that in.
Plus, you have the Bardic Inspiration, too.
Well, but that doesn't matter.
That's
Well,
more of a tip.
You can
No,
add
I
another.
can add it onto hit and for skill checks, not damage.
Oh.
Yeah, right?
Yes, you're correct.
There's. Math. I can do this. 1 sec. 13.
All right.
I'm doing my best. Oh wait, isn't it doubled because of the nat 20?
It is. But, so I did that for you. You're good.
Alright.
Yes. So you take that blast and it's very unhappy. It's like, ah.
Eat my wrath!
So, all right. Let's see. Foxglove.
Is it still floating?
It is.
Then I still can't do nothing.
Be more,
Okay.
Barty.
I can't.
Can you heal yourself?
Heal myself. I can't do that. Hopefully I'll get it better than Barry. Aha! 18. Looks like I know how to touch a woman and Barry doesn't.
All right.
I think it's 1d8, and if you
Alrighty, I get 11 hit points back.
Nice. Very good. All right. Well, since I'm not sure what to do with this guy at this point. He's obviously been like testing you. He moves floating closer to where Poplart is, and Poplart, you hear some words in your mind, but you don't recognize the language. And then, as everyone is looking up at this guy floating, you see him suddenly disappear, as in, like, there's a tear almost in, like, the fabric of reality that opens up. He steps through, and then it closes. And Poplart, you find that you're able to control yourself again, and you no longer feel compelled to move or attack your friends, but those strange words are burned into your mind.
Okay. Hey, Foxglove, sorry about that. Hard feelings?
Nah, it's alright. But if you wanted to compensate me with money, I wouldn't say no.
Well, that's good to know.
Great.
Yes, yes,
Doing is-
yes, 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 Poplart. Nothing says sorry like a gift of many shiny things.
Oh, so you're saying I should never apologize in the future? Well, that's also good to know.
No, I'm saying you should give Foxglove many shiny things.
But she just said that she's okay.
She also said that she would like a gift of many shiny
I
things.
think her exact words were she wouldn't say no, not that she wanted it.
Poplart, have you not been paying attention? She always wants shiny things.
Well, yeah, but there's a fundamental difference between wanting something and explicitly actually requesting it. Like, she never said she wanted them.
Oh, Poplart. All right. Anyway, me try to cast Cure Wounds on Foxglove since she only has 13 hit points. So me try to help
I
out.
don't know if I want you to try it again.
Me can't do any worse than me did last time.
He only hurt himself.
Me got here's a nice spellcasting bonus. Me got 22 that time.
Very nice.
While Barry's doing that, Poplart discreetly sneaks a handful of coins into Foxglove's pocket. So she doesn't know he's actually giving it to her.
Me going to use a second level spell slot, so You're gonna roll 2d8.
Nice.
So that is 9 more hit points for her.
Cool. And Poplard, if you could roll a stealth for me real quick.
Oh, stealth? Okay, 19.
Or, sorry, sleight
It's
of
the
hand.
same
I
roll. My
guess
stealth
it
and my
would- it
sleight
would've
of
been,
hand
but
are the same bonuses.
Okay, so 19. And then I guess... Foxglove, can you give me a perception check?
$13.
Yep, you don't notice at all.
Cool.
Just at some point in the future, you're gonna open your bag and there'll be extra coins there.
I'll just think it was another night I don't remember.
There you go.
Aw. Oh well, but fair.
How's my newly found companion doing?
It's still not moving.
Alright. Well, I don't know healing. I shall stay by his side and try to wake him up.
How do you do that?
Well, my mother only ever woke me up by pinching my nostrils closed so that I suffocated and then I woke up. I probably shouldn't do that here.
I don't know. Mama knows best.
It's not my mama.
Me here, water sometimes works.
Grimmel's mom was a real bird brain.
Or me hear legend about
Nothing. Jeez.
giving Sleeping Beauty like kiss and waking Sleeping Beauty up that way. Maybe you could try that.
A peck?
The soldier works for me. I wouldn't give it a kiss. Can I use my bardic inspiration on like a medicine check to try and work what I have? Here.
Sure. I don't know why not.
Yeah, that's only a 5.
Yeah, you're very confused.
Ari, can you heal my friend?
Me can try. Me just going to use a single spell slot. That is 24. So let me roll 1d8. That is 5 hit point. Yep, 5 hit points to creature.
You heal him, and let me check on one thing real quick. He is healed in place, but otherwise shows no change.
Me tried.
I don't know. I don't want to leave him. He seemed to be very conflicted, and I want to make sure his loyalties are with me.
Maybe you could leave contract pinned to his chest.
I need that.
Maybe leave him a note.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't understand me.
Well, me not know. Me out of ideas. You could try smacking his cheeks. Maybe that wake him up.
I guess we'll just leave him and hope he's okay. Do I have anything, like...
You could try dumping water on him.
I mean, I guess we have drinking water, but we probably shouldn't go wasting that.
Well, me not know.
I'll use a small bit of drinking water to try and wake him up.
Okay. You just splash him.
Yeah.
It has no effect.
Well. How about this? I take my cloak and I grab my shiny rock and I cut a little bit of the cloth off and leave it by him. Maybe he'll remember me. Even if he doesn't, I'll be back in a year to claim his servitude.
Okay, fair.
Contract says. I give him a
Alright,
year's
sounds
prepare right. Alright. Let's move on, party.
Alright, do you guys... Alright, so you're here in this kind of entry to this castle, and where the guy was and where Poplart, was floating up in the air as well, is a large round room. There's a kind of a throne in more or less the kind of the middle back of it, like the back quarter of the round part. It goes up to that. And then there's a large area behind it, a second big circle. And in the middle of that circle, there's what appears almost like a rock formation, but it looks softer, almost fleshy, but like stone fleshy. It's real weird looking.
Ah. All right. So you're saying this room is up in the air?
No.
Oh, okay, sorry. I don't know why
Poplar was.
Poplar. So Poplar was up in the air. Where is this room? Did you say it's kind of beyond the courtyard, or?
Yeah, so there's your entry, and then the kind of the throne room, if you will, with the chair in it, and then there's this large room behind that, like almost a courtyard, but there's nothing else in it other than that weird looking rock. And you can tell that everything else is like really nicely worked stone, but this is the one thing that's just natural and there. And the floor stops, like, say, about 2 feet away from it on all sides. Like they didn't want to build up any closer.
So there's no floor by this rock?
Correct.
Okay, so is the rock just kind of floating in midair?
No, it's like there's ground, say you're going to go build a barn, you got a ground with a boulder, you build the building around the boulder.
Got it. Okay. All right. Me pick up javelin. Me walk over and me gently poke at rock with spear.
You find that it's a little squishy. As you just kind of gently poke it, it gives way a little.
Yeah, that's what me thought. Okay. Me thrust in spear with all me might.
All right, give me a strength check. I want to see how hard you're spearing this thing. Roll high.
Gosh darn it. Only a 13.
Okay. You give it a pretty good stab, and as you do, there's a bit of an earthquake, just a tremor that comes through and shakes the ground. Some of the masonry begins to buckle a bit, and you pull it out, and the tremor stops. There was definitely something there. You were affecting it.
Okay. Me take sword and lever mighty swing at rock.
Okay. I don't need you to roll to hit, but what I need is a roll for strength and damage. Like, how hard are you hitting it first?
Okay, so strength check then, basically.
Yeah.
All
and then
right.
give me the damage after that.
Okay. Good lord. So that's only 10.
Okay.
Me must be feeling weak from battle.
Yeah. Jeez.
And damage. Five. Me roll 1 on that. So
All right. Well, you tried, and there's another tremor, although it was weaker than the last time.
All right.
You have others there that could try something.
So, want an earthquake to happen. Sounds like a great idea.
Me think this big brain that controls other creatures. So if you want free dwarves, me think this is what we need to kill.
Alright.
This might help your friend too.
Yeah, that's only a 10 to hit, but
Well, what are you hitting with?
Eldritch Blast.
Okay. You pull up your Eldritch Blast with all your might, and you blast it out of you, but something interesting happens. It's like it cones around it. It almost just dissipates right before the moment before it was going to hit.
Interesting. Yeah, alright. I guess I'm going smashy rock, or my shiny rock then.
All right, you go up and you're going to try and smash that rock into it.
Sure.
All right, let's see what that does.
That's a 15 to hit.
Well, it's more of a
Strength check.
All right. Yeah, it's more of a strength check. Like, how hard are you smacking into it?
Then 14.
All right. You come down and you slam that rock into it, and you get a ripple, just a rumbling through there. And you do start to hear more things falling and shifting and moving. You get the feeling like you're on the precipice of something.
Alright.
Foxglove, are you gonna do anything?
Shit with a rock.
Poplart?
Poplar got the feeling that he may have given Foxglove a bit too many coins earlier, so he's been fishing in Foxglove's pockets to see if he can get some coins back out.
using everyone that's doing this as a distraction. I love it.
That's 16 to sleight of hand.
I guess a perception check against Foxglove. Foxglove.
Nat 20.
You catch him right in the act. You just reach down and grab his little hand. You're like, no. That's hilarious.
I was just trying to make sure you had everything in your pocket still. I mean, things disappear all the time when you're outside, you know?
Uh-huh. Get your Grammy mitts off of me.
I don't wear any mittens.
That's hilarious, though. I love it. All right, but Foxglove, did you want to try something?
I think the rest of my party's got it. I don't know. I'll be back to the side polishing my nails.
It just walks away. All right. Well, you guys are there. You're obviously close.
Me try again. Me take another swing. Mighty swing with sword.
Okay.
All right. 15 that time.
Nice. As you're building up all these other hits, you bring down your sword like you're Luther Pendragon, and you slam it in, and everything really starts to rumble this time. It is like a turkey level earthquake feeling. Like you are shaking. The walls begin to fall away from you, and as you pull back your sword, you hear a just cascading rush of water come down and slam into the front of this castle. It's like, Temple of Doom water rushing through. And yeah, and it slams into you guys. The walls come through. Quick, everyone, make a dex save.
13.
17.
11.
Oh no.
Oh, Jesus. Wait, 10.
I have a feeling we should have done perhaps a constitution check instead, but this is the initial blast as all the debris comes at you. And Poplar, you're small enough, you avoid a bunch of it, but everyone else, there's flying rock. And let's see. Barry, you take 3 bludgeoning. Grimmel takes 2. Ooh, Foxglove, you take 4. As the pieces slam into you and you guys start tumbling and rushing, you're gasping for breath as you can. But you see ahead of you that the tunnel is starting to close down. There's rock and debris, and you get pulled under. And now we'll do the constitution checks on everyone.
Oh,
Grimmel got a 21.
Me got nat 20.
Oh,
is Poplight still flying above this stuff, or does he need a constitution as well?
nope, you get sucked down. There is no flying above. You're tumbling underwater.
That definitely makes sense with my roll of 4.
Yeah, that's gonna be a rough one. And then Foxglove, how'd you do?
What are we rolling?
Constitution.
15.
15. All right. So you guys tumble and roll, and all of a sudden, before you realize it, there's flashes of light and dark, and you're kicked out. And Barry, you're totally fine. You surface, your head coming up as you see this mass of land and dirt and mud pushing up, rising out of salty ocean water. And you find yourself able to move over to it relatively easy. You see Grimmel is there completely coated and dirty, but more or less untouched. Foxglove is partially buried, stuck, hardly able to move, but somewhat okay. And as you look, you don't see Poplart.
Okay. Where are we at? Are we still in tunnel, or what's going on?
No, you see daylight.
Oh. We somehow get blown up to surface world?
Well, more like blown out, but
Okay. All right. Cool. But we don't see Poplart, huh?
no, you don't see Poplart. So I don't know. Do you want to look for him? What do you do?
Yeah. Me try to look for Poplart.
Okay, roll an investigation.
I'm sure that's going to go well. Me get 13.
Roll this. All right. Poplart, roll me a 1d20. Tell me what you get.
14.
14. Hey, you beat me. All right. Barry, you're going around, and all of a sudden, you get lucky. You see one little foot sticking up out of the ground. It's Poplart's. He's wiggling and trying to move, and you grab him and pull him out, and he looks beat up. Poplart, you took 9 damage in that roll.
Yeah. Thanks, Barry.
Yeah, me had to think for a minute whether to actually pull you out or leave you there.
Aw. You thought of me.
Yeah, me thought of you all right.
That's so sweet. I knew we were bestest of friends, Barry.
Yeah, and I'll just remember that.
I'll never forget how good friends we are.
Remember,
As
you can always say thank you in shiny things.
Thought that's how you say sorry.
Yeah, it'll work for thank you too.
The customs in this plane are very confusing.
Yes.
So, as you guys kind of right yourself, shake yourself off, you look around and you observe a decently large, what looks like brand new island. You know, a mass of mud and stone rising up out of the ocean waters. You see where you had gone in before, over across the way from you now. You can tell this was the area that you had sailed through to get to where you had entered the cavern system. Oh, just a few days ago. It's kind of, over there. As you look, there's a little bit of water in between you now.
Okay. So we are on the same island that we landed on to go into the cavern system, right?
No, you're next to it. There's water in between you and that island.
Oh, okay. Me strike out for island.
You're gonna just start swimming?
Well, what else am I gonna do? I mean, am I on land right now? I mean,
Yes, you're on the new island. You're on the new
Oh.
island.
Oh, we're on the new island.
You can see the old island.
Oh, okay. How big is this new island?
You know, it's not the hugest thing, but it's a few square kilometers comfortably.
Oh, okay. So a fairly decent sized island then.
Yeah.
All right. Is it just bare like mud and stone, or is
Yep.
there like just bare mud and stone?
Yep.
Got
Brand new. Yep. Newly formed. You know it's gonna be just teeming with life here shortly.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess Me not know what else to do. Me can't build boat right now, so I guess me just going to set up camp and chew on jerky.
Right on. How's everyone else feeling?
Pretty good. Worried about my future army contender, especially if he's dead now, but you know.
There are always more soldiers.
That was the only contract I had printed so far, so, you know.
You know, something to remember to do next time we go into town.
A lot of money to print in bulk, especially when it happens to do with an evil army. For some reason, they always charge me extra.
Well, that's why we do what we do. There's always other mercenary jobs out there.
Well, it takes most of a day, but eventually there's enough interest that a vessel comes to you from the island to look at it. They land and you see 4 gnomes jump off and start looking around at this, kind of licking the mud, sniffing the rocks, and examining this whole new thing that has developed. They're absolutely fascinated by it.
Yes. We think it weird too. So me walk over to gnomes and say, "Hey, how about giving us a lift?"
They're very excited. Oh, yes, yes. And as soon as possible, we need you to tell us all about it.
Me not know much what happened. We end up going, it's a long story. Long story. But me think it has something to do with we took job from Gnome boss died. We bumble through different caverns deep underground, and then we kill big rock look like brain, and then that's what happened. Or this island is what happened when we kill big brain rock.
They are completely fascinated, and they pry you with a bunch of scientific questions that you don't understand the answer, even what they're asking, or how to answer them. But nonetheless, they're happy to take you back to that main island, and we will pick up from there and see where you go next time.
Finally, sunlight.
But yes,
Alright.
you are above ground, and you made it.
Thank God.
It only took forever.
I thought it was great.
I will say, I think I've enjoyed the banter in this party more than our others.
Well, good.
There is a lot of banter.
Yes. Probably too much banter, but
There can never be too much banter.
Well, no, I mean, I like it when you guys can actually, banter and plan and do stuff, because then it's not just me describing things all the time.
That's true. There's not a whole lot of planning, really.
mostly just arguing, and then we decide on something half-assed. So
Well, I mean, yes, we're not smart, so that's kind of the strategy.
maybe our one listener either finds the banter really funny or really annoying, and there's no in between. I think it's funny, but you never know.
I'm finding we have to be very, 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 very literal with Poplart, and even then he's going to misinterpret what we say.
It seems to be a theme with characters.
Along with willful ignorance.
Well,
What'd you say, call it willful ignorance? Yeah.
well, in any case, it was great.
So,
I liked it.
Okay,
wins the
good.
MVP again.
Well, I mean, I killed two of those big the gray things.
Yeah.
I mean, that was kind of a highlight.
What would like the bear man have done if I didn't nat 20 the persuasion?
Oh, he was just a guard. You would have just had to fight him.
But I'm guessing he's a little bit more formidable than the 3 gray dudes.
Yes, quite a bit. They were just day laborers.
Yeah. So were we fighting an Illithid and an Illithid brain? Is that what we were fighting?
More or less, yes.
Yeah.
But that wasn't a brain that you hit.
Oh,
You
it
were
was.
No, it was nerves, but it wasn't a brain.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So we just basically poked a big nerve cluster?
Yeah, the splanchnic ganglia.
Okay.
That's a mouthful.
All right. That's weird. It makes me wonder if we were actually inside Zaratan the whole time then.
Like in the butt.
Yeah. Inside the shell. Going down through his nervous system or capillary system or whatever it was.
Digestive system.
And possibly that as well. That means that Zeratan's got quite the case of parasites then.
Oh, we just helped Zaratan, though. They were
Oh, not
building
if
up
you-
a intestinal blockage. We cleared it up.
I mean, yeah, that's
Yeah,
possible.
I mean, you did just experience a bowel movement to end all bowel movements.
So what you're saying is the gnomes were looking at poo then?
Yeah, but it's
More or
Zaratan
less,
poo,
yeah.
So just dirt.
The most valuable in the world.
As one might say, that's some good shit.
Bum. So apparently what I was poking at was a ganglion. Like a
Yep.
nerve. And so now our working theory is we were actually adventuring through Zaratan.
No, we weren't. I kept scouting.
And what we cleared when we, hit that ganglion and everything fell apart was an intestinal blockage.
I give that theory a solid 6 out of 10.
I mean, it makes complete sense.
Zaratan is not a marine Zaratan. My Zaratan lives in a lush meadow somewhere. Add that to the
Well.
lore.
How about, well, it used to be a lush meadow. He just nestled in between a couple of mountains, and now it's just one giant mountain.
All right. Well, cool.
There are like marine Zaratans are basically like giant islands, sea turtle
Yeah.
vibes.
Okay. Well,
But that's not mine.
oh, I see. So we were poking around a cousin of a Zaratan cousin then.
Sure.
Name this one as. Yeah. Name this one Zoltar. This Zaratan's named Zoltar.
This has been an Azentuary LLC production. Find us online at azentuary.com for character bios, merchandise, Patreon, and more. Thank you for listening.
I mean, they do enjoy their parties.